There is a reason you stopped scrolling at this exact moment, and I need you to listen very closely, because what is happening right now in the spiritual realm is not a coincidence. It is a direct intervention. You have 99 seconds. That is the spiritual window that has just opened over your life, a countdown that began the moment your eyes met this message. Archangel Michael is stepping forward with a message of dire urgency, and to ignore this is to forfeit a level of guidance that you have been praying for, crying for, and waiting for. A grave tragedy was looming over your timeline, a shadow that intended to dismantle your peace and steal your future. But the purpose of this message is to shield your life from its impact. What is rightfully yours is poised to enter your grasp, but only if you remain present right now. Every second you listen dismantles another barrier on your intended path. This is a private word for the one who stayed, a message that the cosmos has paused to deliver specifically to you. You have been feeling it, haven't you? A subtle, invisible shift, a quiet inner warning that something was amiss. For the past few weeks, perhaps even months, you have been waking up with a heaviness you cannot explain. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment. You have felt a sudden anxiety that hits you out of nowhere, usually when you are relaxed or trying to focus on your own growth. You thought this was just stress. You thought it was your own mind playing tricks on you. But I am here to tell you that this was not anxiety. It was direction. It was your spirit sensing a disturbance in your energy field. You stand at a crossroads today, February 3rd, with one way leading to profound blessings and the other to needless suffering. A major tragedy, fueled by your own misaligned energy and the interference of a third party, was imminent. But this intervention is meant to halt it. We need to talk about the love triangle. And before you think this does not apply to you because you are single or happily married or not focused on romance, I need you to understand that in the spiritual realm, a love triangle is not always about three people in a romantic entanglement. A spiritual love triangle occurs whenever there is you, your destiny, and an interloper, a third energy that inserts itself between you and the blessings God has prepared for you. Today, that triangle collapses. God is intervening to reveal the truth about who has been siphoning your energy. A blessing that was delayed by betrayal and distraction is now returning, faster and more powerfully than before. Someone in your life, masquerading as a friend, a confidant, or perhaps a romantic interest, has been siphoning your energy, secretly wishing for your downfall. The sudden mood shifts you have experienced were not yours. The unexplained heaviness was not yours. That inexplicable anxiety was a symptom of this spiritual drain. You are an empath, a chosen one, and because your light is so bright, you attract moths. But you also attract parasites. There is someone who smiles to your face, but speaks ill of you in rooms you cannot hear. They ask about your plans not to support you, but to find out how to block them. They monitor your social media not to celebrate you, but to see if you have failed yet. And because you have a heart of gold, because you see the best in everyone, you have allowed this person access to your inner sanctum. But Archangel Michael is severing that cord right now. That parasitic connection is being cut. You are safe, and your destiny is restored to your hands. I want you to take a deep breath. Do you feel that? That is the sensation of a weight being lifted. The exhaustion and confusion you have endured were not your fault. They were signs of your light being dimmed by another. But this period of struggle was also a form of divine protection. You see, God allowed you to feel this discomfort to slow you down. If you had proceeded at full speed while this person was still attached to you, they would have entered your new season with you and destroyed it from the inside. Every closed door was a heavenly intervention. Every plan that fell apart recently was God saving you from building a castle on a foundation that this person was digging out from under you. The pain you carried is now being transformed into purpose, shaping you into a vessel strong enough to contain the immense breakthrough that is arriving. Before I reveal how this triangle is collapsing and what you must do in the next few minutes to seal this protection, I ask you to do one small thing. If you believe that you are a chosen one and you are ready to reclaim your energy, click that like button. It is not just a digital interaction, it is an energetic signal that you are present, you are listening, and you are ready to receive. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We are building a community of light warriors here, and your presence makes us stronger. Now let us go deeper. Why is this happening today on February 3rd? In numerology, the number 3 represents the Trinity, alignment, and manifestation. But in the shadow aspect, it represents interference. You have been stuck in a cycle of almost manifestations. You get close to the money and an emergency happens. You get close to the relationship and a misunderstanding occurs. You get close to the peace and chaos erupts. This is the signature of the interloper. This person, this energy vampire, operates on jealousy. Science tells us that everything is energy. When someone directs intense envy or jealousy toward you, they are essentially throwing psychic darts at your field. This can manifest as physical symptoms, headaches, sudden fatigue, stomach issues, or a ringing in the ears. Think about the last few days. Have you thought of someone randomly and then suddenly felt your mood drop? Have you had dreams where a specific person was ignoring you, or fighting you, or stealing from you? Your subconscious mind knows what your conscious mind refuses to accept. The tragedy that was looming was the complete loss of your current momentum. This person was positioning themselves to take credit for your work, to sabotage your reputation, or to intervene in a connection that was sent to you by the divine. But the collapse has begun. How does God collapse a love triangle or a triangle of interference? He does it through exposure. In the coming days, perhaps even hours, you are going to see a mask slip. This person will say something that doesn't add up. They will react with uncharacteristic anger to a boundary you set. Or you will receive information from an unexpected source that reveals their true character. Do not ignore this. Do not make excuses for them. When the truth is revealed, believe it the first time. Archangel Michael is clearing the fog. He is stripping away the illusions. The reason you are hearing this message is that you are too nice. You give too many chances. And while forgiveness is divine, lack of discernment is dangerous. You cannot drink poison just because you are thirsty for connection. This intervention is also about your romance. For many of you, there is a true counterpart, a soul connection that is meant for you. But this third party has been whispering poison in your ear, or in theirs. They have been planting seeds of doubt. Are you sure he's the one? She seems too complicated. You can do better. These words were not advice. They were spells. They were verbal curses designed to keep you single, isolated, and dependent on the vampire for validation. By severing this tie, the energy between you and your true counterpart will clear. Misunderstandings will dissolve. Communication will flow again. The block was never you. The block was the interference. I want you to type in the comments right now. I return all negative energy to its sender. Declare it. Let the algorithm know, let the universe know that you are no longer a repository for other people's toxic waste. When you type this, you are creating a boundary in the quantum field. You are closing the door that was left ajar. The next revelation may shock you. Sometimes the person in the triangle is not a villain in the traditional sense. Sometimes they are a victim playing the role of a savior. They need you to be broken so they can fix you. They need you to be chaotic so they can feel stable. If you heal, if you succeed, if you become wealthy and happy, they lose their purpose in your life. This is why they sabotage your success. Not out of hate, but out of a twisted need to keep you small so you remain within their reach. This is often a family member or a childhood friend. It is painful to realize, I know. It hurts to think that the people we love might prefer us struggling. But you are a chosen one. Your destiny is not to remain small to make others comfortable. Your destiny is to shine so bright that you blind the shadows. As this triangle collapses, you will notice a physical change. Your sleep will improve. That chronic tension in your shoulders will dissipate. You will find money coming to you more easily. Why? Because you are no longer paying an energy tax to this person. Imagine you have a bank account, but someone has a secret debit card linked to it. Every time you deposit a blessing, they withdraw a portion. That is what has been happening energetically. Now that the card is cancelled, your account will overflow. You will see abundance in February that you haven't seen in years. This is the restoration Archangel Michael is promising. But you must remain vigilant. The 99 seconds I mentioned at the start is a metaphor for the critical window of decision. When the mask slips, you have a choice. You can retreat into denial, or you can step into your power. If you choose denial, if you try to patch things up with this person because you fear being alone, you will reset the cycle. You will have to go through this lesson again, and next time, the tower moment will be more painful. But if you choose truth, if you stand firm and let them walk away, or walk away yourself, you unlock the timeline of miracles. Let's talk about the science of this for a moment. We know about mirror neurons and emotional contagion. When you are around someone who is secretly resentful, your body picks up on their micro-expressions, their pheromones, their tone. Your cortisol levels spike. You enter a state of fight or flight without knowing why. This chronic stress suppresses your immune system and blocks your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for planning, creativity, and intuition. By removing this person, you are literally changing your biology. You are lowering your cortisol and boosting your dopamine and serotonin. You are freeing your brain to solve problems and attract opportunities. Spirituality and science agree. Your environment dictates your growth. You cannot heal in the same environment where you got sick. Archangel Michael is the protector. He carries a sword of blue flame. Visualize this sword right now. Close your eyes for a second if you can. See a brilliant blue light severing all cords that connect you to anyone who does not have your best interests at heart. See those cords withering away. See your energy returning to you, filling you up with golden light. You are whole. You are complete. You do not need them. There is a specific trap you need to avoid in the coming days. The person who's being removed may try to love bomb you. They will sense you pulling away. Energetically, they will feel the supply being cut off. Suddenly, they will be nicer than ever. They will bring gifts. They will apologize for things they never acknowledged before. Do not fall for this. This is a survival tactic of the ego. It is the spider tightening the web because it feels the fly struggling. Stay the course. Trust the intuition that led you to this video. The feeling of something is wrong was your soul screaming for freedom. The tragedy that was looming was a complete derailment of your purpose. You were about to make a decision, perhaps signing a contract, moving to a new home, or deepening a commitment that would have tied you to this negative energy for years. God paused the cosmos to get your attention. "Stop," he said. "Look closer. This delay you have been frustrated by, it wasn't a denial. It was a rescue mission. You were about to board a sinking ship, and God made you miss the departure. Thank Him for the closed doors. Thank Him for the silence. Thank Him for the rejection. It was all protection. Now what happens next? As the triangle collapses, a vacuum is created. The universe abhors a vacuum. You must fill that space with high vibrational energy immediately. This is why I asked you to interact with this content, to anchor yourself in a community of truth. But you must also fill it in your daily life. Reconnect with your hobbies. Pray, meditate, exercise. Fill your cup so full that there is no room for parasites. The blessings coming in are significant. I'm seeing a financial turnaround for many of you. The energy that was being drained was the energy of abundance. With that leak plugged, your finances will stabilize. I am seeing romantic reconciliation for others. When the third party is gone, the two intended souls can finally see each other clearly. You are a chosen one. This means your path is not easy, but it is protected. You go through fires that would burn others, and you come out refined as gold. But you are done with the fire now. It is time for the cool water of peace. It is time for the harvest. February is a short month, but it is going to be a month of accelerated karma. The good you have put out is coming back multiplied. The bad that was sent to you is returning to its source. You do not need to seek revenge. You do not need to argue. You just need to step aside and let the spiritual laws of the universe do their work. Vengeance is mine, says the Lord. Your job is to be happy. Your job is to thrive. That is the best revenge. There is a secret about the love triangle that few talk about. Sometimes the third party is an addiction or a habit. Is there something you're using to cope with the pain this person causes? Overeating, scrolling for hours, drinking, isolating. As you release the person, you must also release the coping mechanism. They go hand in hand. The addiction was just the anesthesia for the wound they were inflicting. Heal the wound, and you won't need the anesthesia. Archangel Michael is giving you the strength to break chains today, chains to people and chains to habits. I want to share a quick story of a woman I helped recently. Let's call her Sarah. Sarah felt exactly what you are feeling. Confusion, fatigue, a sense of doom. She was engaged to a man everyone loved, but she couldn't sleep. She found this channel, listened to a message like this, and decided to trust her gut. She started to observe. Within 48 hours, she found out her fiancé had been funneling their wedding savings to a friend who had always been jealous of Sarah. The tragedy was that she was about to marry into debt and betrayal. She called it off. It was painful. But 3 months later, she met someone who treats her like a queen, and she launched a business that is now thriving. She had to lose the good to make room for the great. You are in that transition. Do not fear the loss. Fear staying where you do not belong. The next 60 seconds of this video are crucial because I am going to give you a prayer of activation. This is not just words, it is a decree. Words have power. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. When you speak this, you are commanding the atoms in the air around you to align with God's will. Say this with me, either out loud or in the silence of your heart. I call upon the protection of Archangel Michael. I command any energy that is not of God to leave my field immediately. I sever all cords of attachment to those who wish me harm, known and unknown. I collapse every triangle of interference. I reclaim my power, my peace, and my prosperity. I am covered by the divine light. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. My destiny is sealed by the Most High. I am free, I am worthy, I am chosen, and so it is. Feel the vibration of those words. You have just shifted timelines. You have stepped off the train that was heading for a crash and stepped onto the train heading for paradise. The anxiety you felt at the start of this video, check in with it now. It's different, isn't it? It's quieter. That is the confirmation. But here is the challenge. The darkness does not give up easily. In the next few days, you might feel a sudden wave of guilt. Did I overreact? Maybe I should call them. This is the withdrawal symptom. Do not give in. If you go back, the lesson restarts, and it will be harder next time. Stay strong. Lean on God. Lean on this community. Read the comments below this video. You will see thousands of others going through the exact same thing. You are not crazy, and you are not alone. The universe is preparing a table for you in the presence of your enemies. That means they will watch you succeed, but they will not be able to touch you. They will see your glow up, but they will not partake in the feast. This is the divine justice. You have cried enough tears. You have spent enough nights staring at the ceiling. The time for weeping is over. The time for joy has arrived. I need you to understand the magnitude of the love triangle collapse. It is not just about a person leaving. It is about a structural change in your life's architecture. When you remove a load-bearing wall that was rotten, you have to rebuild stronger. Expect to make new friends this month, friends who actually like you. Expect to find new mentors who actually want you to surpass them. Expect a love that feels like safety, not like a roller coaster. The boring peace you are about to feel is what healthy love is. Do not mistake peace for boredom. You are so used to chaos that peace might feel strange at first. Embrace it. There is a final warning from Archangel Michael. Be careful what you share in the next 72 hours. Your dreams, your plans, your next moves, keep them silent. The enemy listens. The collapse is happening, but the dust hasn't settled yet. Move in silence. Let your results make the noise. Only share your heart with those who have proven their loyalty over time, not just with words, but with actions. If you don't have anyone like that right now, talk to God. He is the best confidant. As we approach the end of this transmission, I want you to look at the date again, February 3rd. Mark this on your calendar. In 1 year, you will look back at this day as the turning point. The day the fog lifted. The day you took your hand off the panic button and put it on the steering wheel. You are the captain of your soul, guided by the stars of heaven. The tragedy has been averted. The car did not crash. The illness was caught in time. The betrayal was revealed before it could destroy you. You are walking away with scars, yes, but you are walking away alive. And a scar is just a tattoo of a triumph. It means you survived. Wear your scars proudly, but do not let them define you. You are not a victim. You are a victor. Remember, the person leaving your life is not a loss. They are a lesson, and the lesson is learned. You do not need to repeat the class. You are graduating to the next level of spiritual evolution. The blessings waiting for you there are beyond your comprehension. Eye has not seen, nor ear heard, nor have entered into the heart of man the things which God has prepared for those who love him. That scripture is for you. Before you go, I have a request. This message was free for you, but it cost a lot to deliver. The spiritual warfare involved in bringing truth to the chosen ones is intense. If this message resonated with you, if you felt the shift, please share this video with someone else who might be struggling. You never know who is trapped in a triangle of interference and needs this key to unlock their cage. Be an agent of Michael. Be a spreader of light. And finally, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. The attacks on the chosen ones are increasing because the darkness knows its time is short. You need to stay equipped. You need your daily armor. We provide that here. Do not miss the next update. It will contain specific instructions on how to manifest the wealth that has been held up by this blockage. You are loved more than you know. You are watched over by legions of angels. You are never, ever alone. The triangle is collapsed, the path is straight. Walk it with your head held high. I leave you with this thought. The only reason you faced such great opposition is because you carry such a great destiny. The thief does not rob an empty house. You are full of treasure. Protect it, cherish it, and get ready to share it with the world on your own terms. The 99 seconds are up. The shift is complete. Welcome to your new life. Type, I claim my victory to seal this forever. God bless you. But wait, do not close this transmission yet. There is a secret chapter to this victory that most people miss, and it is the reason why 90% of people lose their blessing within 7 days of receiving it. You have claimed the victory, yes, but now you must learn how to hold it. The collapse of the triangle creates a massive vacuum in the spirit realm. Nature abhors a vacuum. If you do not intentionally fill this new space with high-frequency energy, the old patterns will try to rush back in with 7 times more force. This is not to scare you. This is spiritual physics. This is the law of the empty house. I need you to listen closer than you have ever listened before. The next few minutes are not just information. They are your survival kit for the aftermath. When a toxic third party or a negative entity is removed from your life, your nervous system goes into shock. You are so accustomed to the fight, to the anxiety, to the constant checking of your phone, that peace feels suspicious. You might find yourself waking up tomorrow morning feeling a strange emptiness in your chest. Do not mistake this emptiness for loss. It is not loss, it is capacity. You have been hollowed out so you can be filled with something greater, but the enemy will try to trick you into filling that void with the same old poison. Let's look at the science of this for a moment. For the past few years, your brain has been wired for survival mode. Your amygdala has been firing constantly, pumping cortisol and adrenaline through your veins. You have become chemically addicted to the chaos. Now that the source of the chaos is gone, your body might actually crave the drama just to feel normal. This is the danger zone. This is where you might feel the urge to unblock them, to check their social media, or to drive past their house. Do not do it. That is the addiction talking, not your intuition. If you go back now, you are not just reopening a door, you are tearing down the firewall Archangel Michael just installed for you. You are likely over 35, perhaps in your 40s or 50s. You know that life does not give unlimited do-overs. You have felt the exhaustion of circling the same mountain for a decade. This time must be different. This time, you are not just surviving, you are ascending. The universe is about to send you 3 specific tests in the coming days to see if you are truly ready for the new level. I want you to be prepared so you can pass them with flying colors. The first test is the test of the phantom. You will hear a song, smell a cologne, or see a car that reminds you of the person or situation that just left. A wave of nostalgia will hit you. You will remember only the good times and forget the sleepless nights. This is a glamour spell. It is a trick of the mind. When this happens, I want you to say out loud, I do not eat from the trash of my past. It sounds harsh, but you need to be harsh with your demons. You cannot be polite to a parasite. Acknowledge the memory, thank it for the lesson, and physically turn your body in a different direction. The second test is the test of the void. You might experience a sudden lull in activity. No texts, no calls, a quiet weekend. The silence will feel deafening. In this culture, we are taught that silence means unpopularity or failure. That is a lie. Silence is where God speaks. If it gets quiet this week, do not panic and try to fill it with noise or meaningless dates. Sit in the silence. That silence is the sound of your soul healing. It is the sound of the foundation drying so it can support the skyscraper that is being built. Use this time to rediscover who you are when you are not defending yourself. What do you like to eat? What music do you like? You might realize you don't even know anymore because you've been adapting to someone else's dysfunction for so long. The third test is the test of the counterfeit. Before the true blessing arrives, the true partner, the true career opportunity, the devil will send a counterfeit. It will look almost exactly like what you asked for, but there will be one small, nagging detail that feels off. Maybe they are charming, but they don't respect your boundaries. Maybe the job pays well, but requires you to compromise your ethics. The old you would have settled. The old you would have said, "This is better than nothing." The new you, the chosen one, standing in victory today, must say, "If it is not exactly what God promised, I do not want it." Do not settle for the appetizer and ruin your appetite for the main course. The counterfeit comes to distract you just minutes before the real delivery arrives. Now I need to speak to you about your finances, because the love triangle and your bank account are connected by the same spiritual umbilical cord. You may have noticed that when your relationships are in chaos, your money stagnates. That is because money is energy, and it requires a clear channel to flow. The blockage that was just removed from your heart was also blocking your abundance. Now that the interference is gone, expect a sudden shift in your resources. I'm not telling you this so you can just sit on the couch and wait for a check in the mail. I'm telling you this so you can be alert. An idea is going to come to you in the shower or during a drive. It will feel simple, almost too simple. It might be a business idea, an investment, or a solution to a problem at work. Act on it immediately. That idea is the physical manifestation of the spiritual breakthrough you just had. The universe is trying to pay you for the pain you endured. The tears, attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment.